Armbrust oder eine Waffe?
Ja, ist eine Armbrust, die Granaten verschießt.
Ja, lol, was hat. Ja, eine Armbrust, die Granaten verschießt.
Ist ein
Stream fängt
Pickup.
an. Ja. GreedFall Part 1. Ja, mir fällt jetzt nichts ein. Also willkommen Leute zu GreedFall Part 1. Weil ich gerade mit GreedFall anfange. Ich habe heute zu sehr eins auf den Sack in Apex gekriegt. Fortnite habe ich auch gezockt. Deswegen willkommen Leute zu GreedFall Part 1. Grüße gehen auch raus an Ghost Knight in der Party.
Moin.
Moin. Und ja,
Den gar nicht.
aber dass eine Armbrust Granaten verschießen kann. Also ist das Battlefield 5 oder Battlefield 4?
Battlefield 1 spiele ich.
Ah, Battlefield 1, das mit dem Ersten Weltkrieg-Format.
Ja,
Jo, aber eine Armbrust, die Granaten verschießen kann,
Battlefield
aber.
5 kannst du ja spielen, wenn du darauf Lust hast.
Ja, irgendwann mal wieder, wenn ich mal Lust drauf habe. Ja. So, also willkommen zu Part 1 von GreedFall, dem Spiel. Welcome to a new world. Also willkommen zu einer neuen Welt, weil darum geht es ja auch in GreedFall.
Hast du das nicht schon mal gestreamt?
Nee, GreedFall habe ich ja als PlayStation Plus bekommen und zockt das jetzt zum ersten Mal. Und ja,
Ah, okay.
tja, also viel Spaß und viel Vergnügen bei GreedFall Part 1. So.
Du wurdest befördert.
Oha.
Und hab einen gemessert, so. Wie du ihn durchkickt.
So, erstmal eine Helligkeit eingestellt. Neues Spiel.
Oh, von hinten geschaufelt. Alter, ich raste aus.
Extrem. Ne, erstmal normal. Ich weiß, worum es geht. In Battlefield. Gibt es in Battlefield 1 auch den Spaten? Kannst auch gespaten
Ja,
werden.
ja. Das heißt hier Schaufel.
Okay, dann bist du eben geschaufelt.
Hab ich doch gesagt. Ja, und es gibt ja die 3 Pickup-Eliten. Den Flammenwerfer-Soldat, der richtig eklig ist. Der Wachsoldat mit seinem fetten MG und einfach undurchdringlicher Rüstung. Und den Panzerjäger.
Kein Sniper?
Das ist der Panzerjäger, der hat ein Tankgewehr.
Lol.
Das one-hittet den Infanteristen, egal wo du triffst. Und das zerschrot, das Ding, ich habe das Ding ja schon gespielt, das zerschrote Panzer mit drei Treffern. Das ist einfach so ein starkes Gewehr. Oh, der Arme. Der tut
Aussehen. Descendant. Weiblich.
Handgranate.
Mhm. 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 Mhm.
Du bist der beste Sanitäter, den es gibt. Warum kann ich ihn nicht messern? Was soll das?
Müsstest du eigentlich können.
Ja, das hat gebuggt. Ich habe ihm nur einen 60er gegeben. Weil hier im ersten Teil hat so gut wie jede Waffe einen Bayonet-Charge.
Eine Blondine, eine.
Ja, er hat mich gekillt, aber es verbrannt an meiner Granate. Hammer. Und ich werde revived. Ja, Kammer, du Arschloch. Komm, gib mir Spritze. Dankeschön. Der Typ.
Ne, das auch nicht. Also die Haare sind ein bisschen wenig, also da hätten sie ein bisschen mehr machen können für ein Game. Das sieht gut aus. Das sieht gut aus. Wähle die Fähigkeiten, mit denen du beginnst. Die sonst dein Spiel silber.
Ja, moin. Oh, der Roadrunner 1236. Willkommen im Stream. Ja, moin. Oh! Oh, weiter. Ja, das war jetzt hier so der professionelle Battlefield-Spieler. Stellt sich mit der Schrotflinte in die Ecke und denkt, er ist versteckt. Junge. Wie stehe ich eigentlich? Ich stehe 11-2.
Tja.
Wie oft habe ich denn die Spitze bekommen? Oh. Komm her. Jawohl, gewonnen. Sieg! Und jetzt wird hier wieder Klavierpiano gespielt. Oh, 4500, das schmeckt doch.
Ich bin charismatisch und magisch. Tja. So.
Und bester Trupp, da wird direkt der Screenshot gemacht.
Just a few more minutes. You have
Das erste Mal bester Trupp auf Priseliter Höhe.
That's a compliment, my lady, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We have nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry. I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name.
Österreich-Ungarn verfasste Kulturierungsplakat in 15 Sprachen.
Urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lady. You are leaving with
Der
the
jüngste
tide, if what I've been
Soldat
told
war
is
ein
correct.
Italiener,
I
der
am
4
sorry,
Jahre
sir,
alt war.
truly.
What?
I must be going.
Er trat der Armee bei, nachdem seine Eltern bei einem deutschen Angriff ums Leben kamen.
Thank you, cousin. for
Haben das
getting me
alle im
out of
Stream
that.
gehört, Junge? Das ist einfach komplett incredible. Mit 4 Jahre alter Soldat, Junge. Das ist einfach komplett crazy.
Ja, ich habe den Künstler stehen gelassen immer.
Was spielst du für ein Game?
GreedFall.
Ja, worum geht's da?
Ja, keine Ahnung, will ich ja gleich rausfinden.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
Liest auch nicht. Hauptsache rein.
Du. Na.
Ich nehme das jetzt.
Madam, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Oha, okay.
So, ich habe jetzt auch mal die... Oh, ich habe die Armbrust gefunden. Alter, jetzt haben wir gewonnen. Ich habe die Armbrust gefunden.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Und den ersten Kill der Runde gemacht.
Mach die Tür auf.
Und bin Ranglevel ab. Alter, was ist denn jetzt bei mir los heute?
Keine Ahnung.
In Apex, ja, umso mehr ich bei Apex aufs Maul komme, desto besser werde ich im Battlefield. Oh Mann. Alter, bin ich froh, dass ich gerade nicht streame, Digga. Junge, ich wäre ja übel weggeflammt dafür, wie ich Gold famed hab. Ich hab irgendwie einen Meter über seinen Kopf gezielt.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And
Oh.
so the day has finally come.
What?
My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of
Hello.
arms.
As loyal as your gold.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your
Alter.
men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child,
Hey,
you know.
Riegel.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Mit dem Skin der Erzfeind. Moin. Er hat sich selbst gefärbt. Das sind die erfahrenen Battlefield-Veteraner. Übrigens, wenn man Star Wars Battlefront 2 gespielt hat und dann erst der Battlefield schon kriegt man eine exklusive Nahkampfwaffe, die so eine Schussgeräuberkeule bekommt man dann. Das finde ich ganz lustiges Feature. Das hat einer 5 Kills mit der Armbrust gemacht. Mit der Sicht tut einem das ja richtig. Es ist so viel, als ob jetzt schon wieder einer was aufgehoben hat.
What a green blood. Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go!
Ah,
Fight
fuck.
with honor!
Ein HP hatte der. ist einer. Alter. Oh, M1911 erweitert. Ach, was ist das denn für einer? Alter. Junge, wie viele sind das denn? 0. Ach, lol. Ja, ich gehe dann jetzt auch langsam mal offline.
Jo.
Ich gehe jetzt, ja, dann bis morgen vielleicht bei
It
Fortnite, I
appears
don't know.
we've brushed up on the basics.
It does. And I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I am thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Don't tell me the old school teacher is competing against me. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I've no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for a celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Kommt auch gut. Ah. Okay. So, speichern. Du. So. Hallo? Hallo? Twang? Und wie geht's dir?
Ja, Mann. Oh, lass bitte nicht darüber reden.
Okay.
Selbst?
Ja, mir geht's gut.
Das hört sich gut an.
So, gerade GreedFall. Hab vorher mit Ghost Knight ein bisschen Apex gezockt, aber da haben wir dermaßen einen aufs Maul gekriegt. Uff. Du spielst GTA?
Mhm.
Larsa spielt ja auch noch, ich will jetzt nicht
Lars
sagen.
war jetzt einen Tag im Fortnite, habe ich ihn gesehen.
Ja, aber heute auch wohl mal in Fortnite.
Ich frage mich nur, seit wann der wieder Fortnite spielt.
Ja, da frage ich mich auch, weil das hat mich überrascht, dass der plötzlich wieder Fortnite zockt.
Ja, das hat mich gestern auch relativ krass überrascht, so.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child. Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble.
Ja, jetzt gerade müssen die GTA-Spieler alle ein bisschen leiden für meine schlechte Laune.
Let's speak of more pleasant things.
Dafür töte ich gerade alles, was jetzt nicht bei 3 unterm Haus ist oder unter der Brücke oder in einem Haus.
You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day.
Ach komm, Alter, war ich doch noch besser
Ready to
aus.
set sail for that
Das ist der allerbeste, ich hab verstanden.
island everyone's talking about.
Ja, siehst du, jetzt sagt jetzt kannst du gerne ausweichen vor mir, du Lutsch. Und du verpisst dich mit deinem scheiß verfickten Wix-Oppressor, Alter. Sieh mal zu, dass du Land gewinnst. Ach komm, Alter, ja, du, schieb die du in deinen Arsch.
Ach so, übrigens, ich habe gerade einen Stream am Laufen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return
Wie
in
viele
time
Raketen
to...
hatten wir?
But it brings me
Ja, komm, ich hab den Freund
comfort
trotzdem
to
erwischt.
know my daughter
Auch wenn die
has left
Dauerdinger
on a
von mir Raketen
mission
hinterher schießen.
to heal her people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here. Take this with you. What is it? A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Boah, dieses Kack-Tut, ne, das geht mir so auf die Eier. Junge, die heißt auch noch die geile Susi, Alter, so geil kann die nicht sein. Die nervt mich nämlich abgrundtief mit dem Oppressor. Die laufen mir auf die Eier zu gehen, ey. Boah, ich habe ihn sogar getroffen. Ich bin der Allerbeste. Man like Mike. Ah, beste Name. Maschallah. Weg mit dem. So, Susi, zeig mal, wo du bist. Du geile Schnitte, Alter. Die werde ich jetzt erstmal geben. So, Tantchen, da fliegst du rum. Komm mal her. Komm mal zu Onkel Dragon. Ich werde dir jetzt erstmal richtig geben. Du hast dich mit dem Bösesten angelegt hier aus der Lobby, Alter. Ja, hier, viel Spaß mit der Lenkrakete. Hoffentlich trifft sie. Schade. Warte mal ab, ey, ich bin nicht so wie du und kann nur Dingern. Ich kann auch noch andere Sachen. Sachen, die du nicht kannst. Warte mal ab, Tantchen, komm mal her. Ach, flieg doch nicht weg, ey, was ist denn mit dir? Ach, come on. Ja, da habe ich sie. Easy. Einfach besser. Jetzt kommt der auch mit. Ah nee, das ist einer aus dem CEO, in dem ich bin. Okay, dann geht das. Oder komm, der tut mir nichts. Den habe ich gerade schon zerflext. Deswegen. Der Respekt. Ich will Susi haben, ey. Wo ist denn die? Hat die verlassen? Kannst du mir nicht erzählen. Also jetzt echt mies, dass wenn sie direkt verlässt, nur weil ich sie einmal hole. Ja, Lecco Mio, Alter. Sie hat voll... Really, Alter. Sie greift mich an. Ich kill sie einmal. Führe 1-0. Sie verlässt sofort. Das sind die Spieler, die ich am meisten liebe, Alter. Sie greifen dich an. Du holst sie einmal. Und die denken sich, tschüss. Kein Bock mehr. Ich komme nie wieder. Ah, Leute, Ey, dann probiert es doch gar nicht erst mich anzugreifen. Was ist denn los mit euch? Hast du eigentlich noch GTA auf deinem Dings da, Andy? Auf deiner Konsole?
Ja, irgendwo.
Lust, ein bisschen GTA zu zocken?
Nee, das habe ich nicht.
Okay. Bin kurz am Klo, bin gleich wieder da.
Jo.
Ah, warte mal, ich kann gerade nicht in meinen Hangar rein. Hallo. Wären Sie so gütig? Danke. Okay, bis gleich.
Jo, bis gleich.
Hello, my lady.
Kurt. It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You were right. Maybe he is already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier located?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Beziehungslevel verdächtig, okay.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it is certainly worthy of inspection.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do. Why, do you want to rectify this?
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years. After all, we were always together.
And these memories I hold dear. You've always been extraordinary, Greenblood, but I had to watch over you. You were my responsibility. That didn't leave us much time for...
What about now?
Now? I hope that we'll have more time. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Aha. Das ist, Leute, wieso greifen die mich an? Immer ein bisschen Loot, doch kommt doch gut. Loot tut gut. Ist doch... Aha.
Bin wieder da.
Jo. Tja, gibt's nicht viel zu quatschen. Um mal zu plündern. Ist kurz vor Verrecken. Okay.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Doch. Mein Bruder macht wieder irgendwas Muschel.
Oh, hello, Your Excellency. It is an honor.
Der liegt
Wie
tot.
bitte?
Ach, mein Bruder, der hat irgendwas wieder gemuschelt.
Okay.
Sure.
The merchant is there.
So.
Good day, my lady. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You were demanding a second payment, but refused to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
I don't think you understand who you were dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lady de Sardet, niece of the Prince d'Orsay, and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion and theft. You know as well as I that the Congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise without delay, unless you'd rather your master is hung, and that you finish your days in prison.
I beg your pardon, my lady, but you are not my master. Moreover, the attendant at the guard was quite specific, saying this affair should be handled with extreme discretion. So I seriously doubt that you'll be wanting to drag us in front of a judge. That would stir up the
Bei 75% daneben.
What is he talking about, Kurt?
Your guess is as good as mine.
This is preposterous. Your master is a thief. And I have no patience for bandits and robbers. Either you give us back what's ours, or we'll take it.
Your idea of diplomacy isn't all that different from my own.
To the devil with ya.
Since you leave us no choice...
The merchant's clerk isn't hearing your arguments. The only thing left is a show of strength. Sorry, Greenblood. If I'd have known, I wouldn't have gotten you mixed up in this.
75% daneben gegangen.
To my help! And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! We're running out of energy. Drink a potion! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Stop! I beg of you!
He seems to have grown wiser all of a sudden.
Yes, yes! Don't hit me anymore!
Very well. I'm counting on you to deliver this merchandise as quickly as possible.
Yes, milady. I'll take care of it immediately.
Ich musste Gewalt anwenden. Ja. Tja, bist du immer noch am GTA am Zocken?
Normal.
Ist gerade ruhig?
Wie bitte?
Ist gerade ruhig, nichts zu tun oder knallst wieder?
Ja, doch, ich fahre ein paar Spieler die ganze Zeit hier weg, so gnadenlos. Ich wurde gerade angeext. Ich will jetzt gerade mal eben, ja, bestimmt in der Zeit, wo ich nicht geredet habe, 30, 40 Kills gemacht. Aber mich hat gerade jemand mit Expo-Snipe getroffen, deswegen mein Jet macht jetzt nicht mehr lange, jetzt brauche ich einen neuen.
Oh, okay.
Ich weiß aber auch nicht von wo. Ich weiß noch nicht mal, warum der mich angreift, Alter. Ich weiß noch nicht mal, wer das war und warum, weil ich hinten noch gar keinen geholt habe, aber jetzt werde ich sie alle holen in der ganzen Lobby. Ich sag mal so, ich wurde in so ein CEO eingeladen. Wir haben gerade den ganzen Luftraum, so weißt du. Wir sind mit 3 Jets unterwegs und flexen alles, was uns in die Nähe kommt. Aber ich glaube, ich weiß schon, wer mich angeexplosniped hat. Ah, oder auch doch nicht. Der ist viel zu weit weg, der kann das nicht gewesen sein. Oh, ich stürze gleich ab. War da nichts gut. Mann, die blöde Kackbratze, wegen der muss ich jetzt meinen Jet neu kaufen. Das ist teuer, Mann. Kostet $1000. Ich habe zwar noch ein bisschen Geld, aber trotzdem.
Diese Banditen. Aha, doch eine Kiste.
You won't regret this miraculous opportunity. Your time is precious in these dark hours, but what you're about to discover could save your life. Come closer now, good people. Don't be afraid. Come, celebrate the miracle of science. You won't believe your eyes. This discovery will give you faith in existence.
So, aber erstmal ein Stück Keks.
Come one, come all. Citizens of Serene, come to me. You won't regret this miraculous opportunity. Your time is precious in these dark hours, but what you're about to discover could save your life. Come closer now, good people. Don't be afraid. Come, celebrate the miracle of science. You won't believe your eyes. This discovery will give you faith in existence.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be the talk of all Serene.
Have a nice day, madam.
Lady Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't
Aha,
completely
noch
finished.
nicht ganz auf...
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Ich werde nicht mehr. Der versucht mich tatsächlich klarzustellen, dass ich die Ware, die ich sowieso bezahlt habe, schon als Schmuggelware deklassieren soll. Wow, sind die alle hier am Krepieren.
Was zockst du?
GreedFall.
Okay, kenne ich nicht.
Ja, das ist, du reist auf eine neuen Insel, weil der Heimatstadt von eine Krankheit bedingt ist, so ähnlich wie die schwarze Pest im Mittelalter. Und deine Mutter ist auch dran und ist dem Tode nah, aber du musst ein Heilmittel für dein Volk finden und so weiter. Ja. Und du läufst durch die Stadt jetzt hier am Anfang, so wie ich, und die Leute verrecken auf der Straße wie noch was.
Okay.
Ist nicht schön.
Hm.
Bei dir so und so da in GTA alles in Ordnung oder kommen da wieder welche an und wollen dich nerven?
Alles schlecht.
Sind alle schlecht oder
Ja, alle Gegner sind lost. Ich gehe jetzt Fortnite.
Okay. Ja, ich mach voll einen Einbruch immer.
It's blocked.
Okay, hier komme ich nicht durch. An, die verrecken echt hier auf den Straßen.
If you had any idea who I am. Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
Do you hear that?
Yes, that's Constantine's voice. It's coming from the upper floor. Sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Ja, der Konstantin hat sich kidnappen lassen. Ich werde ja nicht mehr. Ach, bevor ich den erstmal befreie, erstmal woanders hin. Oh, noch eine Kiste mit Loot. Noch eine Kiste mit Loot.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's niece. All is in order. We will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is seaborn. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Teer-Fradee?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land, and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming, that will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
Okay.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates, after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Teer-Fradee. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office. Be back soon, Captain.
Lol, ich muss jetzt also was Illegales machen. Mann.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
What will be your official title on Tifredi? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Okay. Und hast du gute Runden in Fortnite oder? Ist noch da? Dragon? Tja. Ja, also die Grafik sieht schon mal gut aus, das muss ich lassen.
Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion? Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Nimm's von der Lebenden. Warum habe ich noch so wenig Gold? Kommt echt bald 11.5 mal wieder nach 2 Jahren oder weniger. King 655. Hallo King 655. Questgegenstände.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Okay.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Jetzt habe ich 30 Goldstücke.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Aha.
Good day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age? Hair down to his neck, light brown? Blue eyes? Quite the talker?
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'd be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his daughter her allowance, it would seem.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
This furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Okay. Ich könnte natürlich auch klauen, aber nee, danke. Wo ist meine Werkbank? Oh, das ist doch nicht. Ich habe aber kein Talent zum Bauen. Ich bin eine Niete. Ich bin zwar magisch begabt ohne Ende, aber ich kann nichts bauen. Schön, bezahle ich ihn halt. So.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
No, I haven't been able to sort them out.
In that case, you need to pay me, my lady.
Here you are, to cover your expenses.
Excellent. Honest books makes for honest friendships. Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint? Anything else?
Has the Malachor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked.
Ooh,
when the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People were still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Yeah, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the New Isle.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Ich Talent in Schmieden hätte.
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who was gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
Okay.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Yo, alcohol.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Eins nach dem anderen. Oh, eine Kiste. Naja, 7 Gold müssen.
If you wore a Naut uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients. But it's doable.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're your replacements. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Lol, das war ja einfach.
Captain, milady, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it all.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Okay.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Das war ja einfach, dass ich die täuschen konnte. Kein Schloss knacken. Bin so eine Niete.
I've seen a few escapes in my time, but I never thought I'd see someone go to all this trouble to break into a prison.
Ich habe einfach unverschämtes Glück, dass ich die Klamotten anhab.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Ich habe echt keinen Fressknacken.
Here is the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Okay, List und Tücke. Ja, Schlussknacken 1. Ja, mein linkes Ohr juckt. Ich hätte List und Tücke gemacht, aber ich hatte unverschämtes Glück. Muss ich noch mal hin? Ah, da. Schmiedekunst und so weiter. Ich habe noch so viel zu tun.
Selection, whatever you need to be.
So you're back. Right then. What about our business?
We can guarantee that your merchandise will leave with us.
Thank you, Your Excellency. And bravo, Kurt. The Commander will be most pleased.
The cargo shall make the voyage. But who will be at its reception once it's arrived?
That shall be your next mission. Once you've reached New Serene, go and find the Quartermaster. He will give you new instructions. Until then, I wish you a safe and pleasant voyage, Your Excellency. Kurt, good luck.
LOL. Ich habe einfach meine Waren auf die draufgesetzt. Ha. Okay. Wir müssen mal um den erstmal kümmern.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's science?
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You'd think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Thank you, Lauro. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here. I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Oh, die Kiste. Oh, noch eine Kiste.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
I am looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who has been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Oh, die liegen einfach da so rum. Okay.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, my lady, you're in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Tja, das werden wir wohl rausfinden.
Madam, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Boah, ich kann mir immer im 7 Goldmünzen so nehmen.
To me. You won't regret this miraculous opportunity. Your time is precious in these dark hours, but what you're about to discover will save...
Ui.
Might I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sardet. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it is their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
How did you find your son's trail?
We have never stopped looking for him. We learned the new name they gave him, Jonas. My poor little Celestine. Then we learned the name of the ship he sailed on. No sooner had it docked in Serene than my husband had the crew watched closely, and we found him.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Norts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact... It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Norts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Aha. Na.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tir Freddy on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that, but I'm sure that my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The Prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You were hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. How is Thélème faring on Teer-Fradee?
We built a marvelous city, San Mateus, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult. Disgusting creatures. But I am confident that the Ordo Luminous will be able to put an end to these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front. Without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Teer-Fradee?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
Mhm. Ich muss mehr Missionen machen jetzt, als ich gedacht habe.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Teer-Fradee. My cousin Constantine is taking office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
And what of your war with Thélème?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tir-Fredi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Thélème has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tir-Fredi for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before. Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Whatever you need to be the talk of all Serene. Celebrate the miracle of citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still. This little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malicor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malicor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything! Absolutely everything! Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
Charlatan.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take 2.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
And if we had a word with him? I wonder if he'll serve us the same routine.
Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Ah! Da bin ich mal gespannt.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now. I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Voll der Quacksalber, na warte.
To my help, and death to the others! You're running out of energy. Drink the potion. Move away. Things are about to get dicey. Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him, before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Wie konnte der denn erwischen? ist der Kerl? Da ist er. Ha! Hab ich dich.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that's found you. Have you seen the mob that's gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce. And he's the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set up a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace, and earned Sahin's hatred. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you are hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, my lady?
I'm going to help you leave the city. But you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well, then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
Mhm. Mal gucken, mal gucken. Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt.
Please listen, I beg you.
If you want him to reimburse you, Get in the back of the line like everyone else!
Believe me, I understand why you are angry.
Me? It's not money I want! That charlatan tried to poison us! I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high! And you too, if you're an accomplice!
How absurd! I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped! He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
I can procure you some excellent potions, as long as you promise to put an end to this. True potions of healing, like those you thought you were buying.
What are you, some sort of alchemist then? I hope you're not the same feather as the other. If that's the case, we have enough rope to hang the both of them!
Trust me. I swear that each and every one of you will receive one.
Ah, our trust was already given. We're going nowhere without seeing the merchandise.
Such a large number of potions. This story's gonna cost you a fortune.
These vials could be lying around anywhere. I need to keep my eyes peeled.
Okay.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Nah.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
So. Bitte.
Do you have those potions you promised us?
Yes. Here they are.
Hey, did you see that? That other alchemist kept his word. I hope these are good ones.
The colour looks like it should, not like those others.
Well then, since you want us to go, then we'll be going. Come on, everyone!
The alchemist is now far from danger, at least.
Go and tell him the good news.
Ich hätte auch rausschleichen können, aber... Ne.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
I persuaded the mob to disperse calmly and without a fight. The way is free.
Very well. What power of persuasion? They didn't seem of a mind to hear reason from me.
You were free. Climb into your carriage and leave Serene immediately. Let me deal with Dr. Sahin.
I owe you my life, my lady. I will be eternally in your debt.
I remind you to never step foot here again.
I have no desire to return anyway. Farewell.
Okay, das ging schnell. Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say that I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. Why should I deliver him to you? You deliberately hid the truth about him from me.
What? Might I remind you that you're in audience with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance?
And you to a legate of the Congregation of Merchants. That you treat like an imbecile. This man is indeed an alchemist of the bridge. And he told me much about your disagreement of opinion.
And of course you sided with him.
Certainly not. I have no part to play in your quarrels. I just chased him from our city. Now, if you are still intent on placing him in irons, you need to capture him. On your own lands.
How embarrassing. I should have shown more honesty in your regard. Please accept my excuses. And this modest gift for the voyage that awaits you.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Aha. Der Ruf bei der Brückenallianz ist also nach unten gegangen. Dabei bin ich noch nicht mal hier. Brückenallianz, der Ruf. Tja, ich aber trotzdem. Tja. Okay. Und dabei bin ich noch nicht mal auf dem neuen Kontinent. Oh, die Kiste. Tja, der ist weg.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Ptolemy has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We of course refused entry. Only the Nords have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Sir de Corsilion is a veritable well of scientific knowledge. He could tell us a little more.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child, due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the Nauts?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nauts as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Aha. Da bin ich mal gespannt.
This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiries yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
With respect, my lady.
Okay.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Lady de Sade, what are you doing here?
I have come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The Prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in this story. Don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You were not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Okay, das ging easy.
Who are you?
My name is de Sade. I'm legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to your ship. I will see you there.
Das war einfach. Was war denn hier? Ich muss echt mal das Schlossknacken nach oben kriegen. Und ist vor allem möglicher Krimskram, aber nichts zu plündern. So.
Whatever you need to be
Hui.
Madam, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Oh. Level 3.
Be back soon, Captain.
Durch und durch Magier.
Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question?
Yeah.
If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no naught. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Leme. They are trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right? Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison. But reveal to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition, then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it will provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias? The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master?
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, Saint Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the Illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced Saint Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could. Forget what you have discovered, perhaps?
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
It doesn't sit well with me to send you to the flames. I freed your smuggler and he'll certainly be in touch. He or another member of his band. Be careful and safe travels.
Oh, thank you, my lady. You are a woman of noble heart. May the Illuminated protect you.
Thank you for having heard us and helped. You are truly full of kindness.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
Curse them! How could that possibly have happened?
Erstmal ordentlich lügen.
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have condemned.
The bridge. I thought as much. Those heretics have turned to them. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough to stop them. It is truly regrettable. We have nothing else to do but pray that the Luminous might shield us from their lies.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, Desade.
Ha! Volle Kanne gelogen. Aber sowas von. Tja. Tja, das ist doch ein größeres Gebiet gewesen, als ich gedacht habe. So, dann wollen wir den mal finden. Du, 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 du. Du, 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 du. Lol, der säuft hier in der Öffentlichkeit. Warum tut er nicht mal lochen? Na? Ja, den kann ich wie
It's not possible just now.
Mist.
It's blocked.
Okay, da komme ich nicht durch.
To my help, and death to the others! Things are about to get dicey!
Ich wollte ja schleichen und das, naja, hat wohl nicht so ganz funktioniert. Hat ganz und gar nicht so funktioniert. Der Weg zur Macht, okay. Aha, meine Talente sind mies. komm schon. Ich hier in der Hafenstadt noch so viel zu tun habe, das ist... Jede Menge Loot. Loot tut gut. So viel Loot. Aha.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress.
Constantine, it's me!
My fair cousin! Oh, my lucky star, always there to pull me out of my fires.
I do what I can. We are departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure. you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, fair cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave Kurt and your cousin have already settled the books.
Really now? What a shame. I would have loved to have seen that. We've nothing left to do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits us at the end of the street.
Tja, ich habe ihn gerettet. Aha, mein Scroll wieder. Oh. Tja. Ich habe mich von meiner Mutter verabschiedet. Ich habe die 2 Ketzer zum Flucht geholfen. Anderen aus der Stadt gejagt. Auf den Mittelmeer und so weiter. Tja. Zeit aufzubrechen. Ansonsten habe ich hier jetzt nicht mehr viel zu tun. Gar nichts. Auf geht's.
Madam, Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir-Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
Yep. No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tir-Freddy. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures. As big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nords even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Nords are strange, but they're not idiots.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it!
Come then, let's lend them a hand.
LOL, boss fight?
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Kurt! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
LOL? Ich hier schon einen Bosskampf abkriege, das ist interessant. Damit habe ich nämlich nicht gerechnet. Ich muss auf Distanz bleiben. Ich habe nämlich nicht gerade viele Heilgegenstände.
Madam? Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir-Fredi. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
Nope.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Norts even brought one back in one of their ships.
I doubt that. The Norts are strange, but they're not idiots.
Jetzt kommt der erste Bosskampf.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, piss-distilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need routes! We must contain it!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Kurt! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
Das ist doch nicht wahr.
So eager to discover Tear Freddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, piss-distilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for this.
What the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need routes! We must contain it!
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Kurt! Captain!
zweimal gestorben. Das ist nicht cool. Tu's nicht! Sie hat's getan.
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size. It's quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I have the feeling it was already weakened. I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Tja. Das Schiff ist teilweise Schrott. Teilweise.
Madam, gentlemen.
Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He has a demanding father.
More likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Stations, lads! Weigh anchor and ready her to wear. Lively now, lively! Catch me a wind!
Monate auf See. Ja. Drei Schiffe. Okay. GreedFall. Bei dem Bosskampf bin ich zweimal gescheitert, der hat es mir auch gegeben.
What
charming welcoming courtesy. Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... Indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you were quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
Not in the slightest.
And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are!
To your health!
Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain?
He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral.
Indeed. Then I will have to thank him later for this most marvelous voyage. Excellency, lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible, go by way of all the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been scullied.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope that there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service, for a while.
Beziehungsweise verdächtig. Okay. Tja. Da werden wir hier in... Hier. Nicht in Syrien, sondern hier. Ziemlich große... Nein, Syrien halt eben. Und naja, also so groß ist das Ding auch noch nicht. So, ich habe jetzt 4 Stunden drauf. Ich bin zweimal beim Bosskampf gestorben, also uff. Das ist nicht schön. Zweimal beim Bosskampf gestorben, beim 3. Mal eigentlich geschafft. Tja. Ich werde auch müde. So. Tja. Dann sage ich danke an alle, die zugeguckt haben bei diesem Stream von GreedFall Part 1. Tja. Level 4, neues Serien, Schwierigkeitsstufe normal. Tja. Wie gesagt, danke fürs Zugucken bei diesem Stream von GreedFall Part 1. Sage ich danke auch an King655, der was geschrieben hat, auch wenn es sich dupliziert hat. Dann wünsche ich euch noch viel Spaß und viel Vergnügen bei anderen Sachen wie YouTube gucken, bei anderen Gamern und Gamerinnen zugucken oder pennen gehen oder was auch immer, solange es auf den Seiten des Lichts ist. Dann wünsche ich euch noch viel Spaß und viel Vergnügen. Wie gesagt, bei den anderen Sachen soll und dann sage ich bye bye, bis zum nächsten Mal, wenn ich GreedFall zocke und streame oder Fortnite zocke und streame oder Apex zocke und streame oder was auch immer. Ich kriege ja nicht weiter. Dann sage ich danke und dann sage ich hiermit bye bye, bis zum nächsten Mal. Dann sage ich auch zum Stream bye bye. Bye bye zum Stream, bye bye.